Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. We are going to take a look at a very in-depth, several episode look at Snowrunner. This is a game that we'll be playing on the channel from time to time. It is quite a large game. For those of you that came from, and hang on, let me turn my engine off. One thing you'll notice that's different from Mudrunner. When you sit and idle, you burn gas. So you got to watch that, because you're actually burning gas just by sitting. So this is basically a new version of Snowrunner. Now, we've debated last night, is it built on a new engine? Is it built on the same engine? I gotta say, with the view distance and everything that has changed so drastically in this game, and some of the bugs that we're seeing, I think that this game is built on a new engine. Maybe using old programming, because some of the bugs that were in spin tires are showing up in this game, like the terrain falling through the bottom of the earth if you run over it too much. Rocks floating in space sometimes. But other than that, this game has been incredible. My wife and I stayed up all night playing this game. Literally, I stayed up till 6 o'clock in the morning. I haven't done that since I played, what was the name of that game? BioShock Infinite. I couldn't stop playing that game either, and I beat the game in one night. This game we played all night long. Now, I've reset my account because we streamed, and I felt like I was not going to get good content for YouTube after watching kind of a couple minutes of what I'd recorded. I was paying more attention to the audience, and I wanted to pay attention to you guys. So, while future videos may be stream related, this one is not. This one's going to be straight up video for you. So we're going to unlock the first couple missions. These are the tutorial missions, but I'm not going to do the tutorial. I've already done the tutorial, and I think it should be turned off at this point. So let's go to game. Skip tutorial. All right. So we are going to go ahead and do our own way, but we are still going to do the tutorial regardless. I'm just doing it without the tutorial information. So I'll go ahead and start the engine up. First off, you'll notice that the graphics are much, much cleaner than they were on Mudrunner. They're still the Mudrunner graphics, but they are way improved. I need to close functions. Secondly, you'll notice that the interface is completely changed, which is not a bad thing. Third, you'll notice that the pickup truck is super highly detailed. We have a Chevy pickup truck. And one thing that you're going to notice about this game is that there are a lot of American trucks in this game now, thankfully. We got some International, we got some Ford, and we got Chevy. Now, Chevy's the only pickup truck that we have, but we do have... hang on, I want to put four-wheel drive on. We do have a Scout, which is made by International. Looks just like a Ford Bronco from the same era, like 1970s, but it is a... 4x4 truck. We haven't unlocked that yet. We'll unlock that at some point in our series. But we're given this base truck to unlock some maps. We don't even have locking diff on this truck. We're going to have to find a locking diff somewhere on the map or get high enough experience to unlock it. But right now we are stuck with all-wheel drive. So the best thing we can do for this truck, hopefully in the future, is to upgrade it as much as possible with tires, ride height, that kind of stuff, to help it crawl a little bit better without those diff locks. Now, one thing I noticed that I don't love in this game is that you almost run better by putting the truck in automatic instead of using low gear. There are times when you need low gear, but when you're stuck, and low gear will not help. So sometimes running automatic helps you get through the mud faster, and I don't really love that. One of the things I loved about Mudrunner was that you'd have to go down into those lower gears and dig deep to get the truck to work right. And this one, you almost do better if you just leave it in automatic. So I'm not super in love with that, but oh yeah, here's the horn. Watch him jam this horn. Pete, get out of my way! That's what he looks like. Get out of the way! Look at this glorious cab. Full working gauges. If I stop, watch the speedometer. There we go. Gas gauge works. Don't know about the other gauges.
So what else makes this different than Mudrunner? Well,
The mission setup is very different. We don't have any logging missions right now. Now we will eventually, but what does this say? No, that's not where the watchtower is up ahead, I think. Let me take a look real quick here. They want us to unlock that watchtower. I think the road to the watchtower is up here, but we may have to come back to this road. There is no lumber missions. Your missions right now go in this order. First, you're best off if you unlock the map with a small truck. But I would start by getting a garage unlocked and upgrading that truck, which is what we're going to take with this path. We're going to actually take this truck and follow the first couple missions so that we can get the garage unlocked. Once we have the garage unlocked, we should be able to do some minor upgrades to this pickup to help it drive better, like taller, especially like taller suspension and better tires for mud, so that we can get some off-roading done as we scout out the rest of this map. Then you go to repair missions. There are places around the map that have broken roads. You'll never be able to complete, let's say, like a factory mission where you have to deliver logs or deliver pipes because the bridge is out, or there's power lines across the road, or there's rocks across the road. So you've got to fix the roads next. Then you can do the missions. Now, so that's a little bit different than Mudrunner, but I will say it does still kind of follow the same Mudrunner hierarchy, where you are unlocking the map, basically, repairing the map in this case, which is new, which it used to be like garage unlocks, now it's bridge repairs. And then you're going ahead and fulfilling the missions that are on the map. But unlike Mudrunner, it's not just one mission. There's factories all over the map. There's little cities where people live and they need things done, they need things delivered. So you kind of use the unlocking as an opportunity to see what missions are available on the map. Now, this map is one of 4 Michigan maps, okay? This takes place in Michigan. Now, I've argued with Feared and Tayloa last night. They're both Michigan residents. And I said, this looks nothing like Michigan. Now, I know there are parts of Michigan that might kind of look like this. They said this is supposed to take place in what are called the Porkies. I guess. Does that look like Michigan to you? I'm sorry. Yeah. There are 1 or 2 places in Michigan that look like this. I would say this way more looks like Montana or Colorado, but whatever. The Michigan people are very happy to have a Michigan map, and I don't blame them. And technically, the Porkies do kind of look like this, though they're more open. They're not quite so connected together, but we'll leave that argument where it is. Now, when I get to a watchtower, I'm opening it, and you can see on the right side there, a bunch of missions have appeared. Motel Woes, Fallen Power Lines, and if I launch an observation, this can just show you around the area. And sometimes by doing that, you can actually find, oh, look, missing machinery. So by doing that observation launch, we actually find another mission. So make sure you always do those when you find a watch point. So we've got a bunch of new objectives that we found. We're going to let those settle. And we've got a marker. So we need a new truck. This is the next mission. Here's new truck right here. And this says truck with an exclamation mark. So let's back this guy up. Now, you do get more money, and I'm going to say this now because I'm thinking about it, but we'll probably cover it again. If you unlock a truck that has a crane, or if you add a crane to your truck, which you have to pay for, but you can add a crane to your truck, you can load your own loads. But if you don't have a crane truck, you can also auto-load. That's a nice feature. Like easy mode on Mudrunner, you are able to fast-forward time on the map. So if you don't want to drive around at night, which a lot of times I'll skip because it's harder to drive at night, then you can just do that. Now see here, I don't have Diff Locks and I'm in pretty deep mud, so I'm in trouble. Not terrible trouble, but you can see you can get into trouble. But you can also do that. So you can fast forward night. However, I will say that the night, the headlights work a lot better. There are also upgrades where you can put better headlights on the truck. So like excuse me, not headlights, but you can put like a roof rack with lighting, like a light kit for your roof. And the light range is huge with that lighting kit, so it's good for scouts. So that's a kind of a neat feature. We did test that out last night, and the roof rack with the lighting on it actually does make a difference. And you can see a lot further when you have a big set of lights on top of this truck. So it's cool, and it's worthwhile to do on a scout truck. Also, I must have missed. Oh, no, we have to go around here. Another thing that this has that you can upgrade. Now, you don't get it to start with, but you can upgrade it on your trucks. It's called an autonomous winch. Now, what that means is the winch is electric powered. And if you flip your truck over, instead of having to go get another truck and flip it back over, you can now autonomously winch the truck, even if the truck is turned off, because it's not a gas winch. It's not connected to your motor. So that's great for scout vehicles to have an autonomous winch. Very helpful. You can buy trucks in the shop and configure them. This is what I get for staying up all night. You can buy trucks in the shop and configure them the way that you want. Or you can find them on the map. There's lots of trucks that are around the map. You can keep them, sell them if you want. But we have a truck now. And I might keep this truck, I might not. I'm trying to keep only all-wheel drive trucks. This one is not all-wheel drive, but we need it to complete the first mission. So let's go ahead and hop over to that. The music in this game is great. It's super ambient, relaxing, chill. This whole thing is, I'm absolutely 100% in love with this game. So let's go ahead and change truck. Now, you can recover trucks to the garage. There is no setting to turn that off. There is no hardcore mode like there used to be. Now, this truck, as you can see, is a two-wheel drive. So, our mission now is here. We have to fix the bridge. Where is our broken bridge? There's an upgrade there. Make sure you collect all the upgrades that you find on the map. They want us to... What's our next mission here? Now, once these missions are done, that's what they want us to do right there. Okay. We no longer... Once these first 3 missions are done, you have to pick the missions on your own. Once again, look at this cockpit. Look at that. I love this old school cockpit. So we're going to go ahead and deliver the first load of logs to the bridge. Now, one thing we still have, though, inherent is these ridiculous hands. The guy is doing, like, the hand dance on the steering wheel. Do. Like, all right, guy, come on. Relax a little. But before we leave, we're going to grab some logs. I guess my point is this. They have made the in-the-cab view a viable way to play this game, and I think that that is most excellent. Cargo management. Now, there's a crane symbol. What do I do with that? Huh. Cargo management, auto load. I don't think, unfortunately, I don't know. I haven't figured out the crane thing yet. That's one thing I haven't done. If you have a crane truck, you might be able to just go over here and pick it yourself, or maybe? I don't know. Oh, yeah, see this, it looks like the symbol's above, no, it's above that. I don't know. But we don't have a crane, so we're just going to do this. Do we need wooden planks? What do I need for the bridge? Bridges, yes. If we look at our mission, that might be too early, though. Let's see. Does it tell us what order we have to get them in? I've only done this mission twice. So, wooden planks, metal planks. Okay, so, but there's something that will fix this, okay? So, I know we didn't follow the directions exactly, precisely. But we are going to get this out of here, and there is a trailer that we can steal in town, and we can load that trailer up with wood, or with steel. So we'll do that. Bugs so far. Once again, we did find a map, or we were playing last night on this map, and Moni and I went over spots so many times that the mud actually fell through the ground. And that is a problem that is inherent in this game. That's something that came from spin tires. It's a bug they had back then. The bug still exists today. So that's a little frustrating. Then we also ran into a bug, you know, once again, the flying rocks. We did run into a bug where I had a trailer that had wood on it, and then Moni switched over and started pulling the trailer, and as soon as she touched the trailer with her winch, the wood disappeared. So we found a bug there when you're playing multiplayer. Don't switch loads between people because you can lose that load. All right, so we're going to work our way out here. Just look at the scenery, though. This is just absolutely stunningly gorgeous. It is way steps above. There's all kinds of like fog effects. You'll see tonight when we get to nighttime, fog comes in the low areas and fills in, and then starts to come into the higher areas later on, just like real life. Look at this. Look at this crossing. Look at the water in this game. The water is so much more palpable than it was in the last game. It's not just like a smush. It's like, look at the scenery. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. Now, I'm interested, down at the bottom there, you can see this little K-Siva BB340. I wonder what that is, if that's like the level of the game that we're on, like the, or the version that we're on. I don't know. So my impressions so far have been that this game is, there's going to be people out there, and we had a couple people come into the stream and go, oh, this is just, you know, this is a money grab. This is just Mudrunner all over again, but they're just trying to get money. And I'm telling you, once you see the garage, once again, go ahead and believe that if you want. I'm not going to dissuade you. I know there are people out there that are just not going to change their minds no matter what. But the bottom line is, this is not just another Mudrunner. It's not just an upgrade to Mudrunner itself. This is a completely new game. It is totally over the top different from what Mudrunner was. Gameplay is the same, but it's like saying Battlefield 4 is Call of Duty. Well, no, not really. They have their own... Everything is custom with those. So, you know, even though, yeah, they're both shooters, you know, this game is completely different than the original Mudrunner. There is the handling and the mud physics from Mudrunner, but it is a new game altogether, and I think that it's really well done. It is pricey. It's $40 US for the regular version, and for the Season Pass edition, you can either buy the Season Pass separately for $24. I don't know why you would do that, because you can also get the Season Pass by buying the Premium edition for $60. It's $65 if you want to do Season Pass, or $60 if you do Premium, but the Premium includes the Season Pass, so you are better off doing Season Pass. Plus you get a bonus truck, and I'll show you that when we get to the garage. Let's grab some gas here while we're going through. Gonna refill. You can actually take gas now from your truck and load it into other trucks if you really want to. You can also, and this is kind of cool, when you put a utility trailer on your truck from the garage, it's actually full of fuel now. Well, you used to have to fill them up once you put them on, but these are actually full of fuel. And your garages on these maps have fuel in them, so you will get fueled up every time you get to a garage. I will say playing multiplayer does add some life to the map. Right now, you don't have any traffic, and they never did. But it's a pretty lonely town out there. But it's a town nonetheless. Look at how cool this looks. I wish Farm Sim had these graphics. I do. Alright, so up here on the left is the... there's a camera issue right there. Now, if you see, you get near the telephone poles. Did you guys see my camera spike up? Yeah, that gets annoying after a while. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on the buildings. But look at this. Here we go. Yeah, and it does it again. There we go. Yeah. So you get the camera closer and it fixes the problem. But look at this, though. Look at this town. Isn't this cool? Like, that's something we've had towns in Mudrunner, but they've been just like a little side note. But now we have this cool town in here. I'm going to reverse in because you can see there's that trailer that I want to steal, and I think the... oh, by the way, they are yours. You're not really stealing them. You can also buy trailers if you have a specific mission and you need a trailer. Whoops, that's going the other way, isn't it? Look at that. Hang on, I can't. Here's where the camera gets frustrating. Oh no, the tongue is this way, so we're gonna back in. I did knock over their street sign. Oops, sorry. But you can buy trailers if you need them. And I believe you keep them on the map. Trailers cannot go with you from maps, but you can buy trucks, and then if in the garage, and I'll show you how to do that once we get there, you can actually put your truck into the garage, hooking on this warehouse sign. You can actually put the trucks into your garage, and then you end up taking them with you to other maps. So if I'm going to go from here to Alaska, say, I can take my trucks with me to that garage by doing what's called a retain. I can retain the trucks into the garage and then put them out. So we'll show you that. That's coming up here soon. You'll get to see that. I know there's going to be lots of questions, and people are going, how do you do this and how do you do that? You'll see. I'm going to cover pretty much everything that I know how to cover on this. All right, so we have that trailer, and we're now going to go in, and I forget how to do this. I think we're going to unpack cargo. Nope. I'm going to pack that cargo. We need to select the trailer. There we go. We're going to unpack the cargo, and we're going to remove the cargo because I don't want these. We want... Now, I've found that there are some issues. There we go. There's some issues with the mouse. When I press it with the mouse, it doesn't always work right. See that? I clicked on it, but I have to use my... No! Why did... Crap. All right, so there's some interface issues right there. You should not be able to grab stuff from the trailer you're not looking at, but unfortunately I just did. So now we're going to have to go back to the lumber mill. Son of a biscuit. Oh well, we might as well get rid of it because we're going to need 2 more anyway. Auto load. I'm going to put that in the trailer. There we go. Can I get wood? Nope. Son of a biscuit. Unfriggin' believable. My life. Okay, so we're coming back out the way we came in, I think. Yeah, we're on that side now. We're going to go ahead and I didn't lock that load down, so I need to at least, let's see, unpack cargo. Okay. That was stupid with 2 O's. All right, so let's go ahead and work our way back. So anyway, the garage is very much a different thing now. Now, I did get a truck called the Navistar that came with my pre-purchase. It's a good truck, actually, but I don't like the way it looks. I'm not a big, like, tech camo, and it's got, like, riot shields over the windows and stuff like that. And I'm not totally sold on it. It's a great truck, though, but it doesn't have dot locking diffs. So we're probably going to trade that truck in and make some money because it's worth a lot of money. Past the gas station, back down the... Whoa. Wait a minute. Oh, no, we're not there yet. Okay. Slow down when crossing the rivers, otherwise you'll bash the crap out of your truck. Yes, you do take damage. You'll see down below the fuel, there are several damage meters. You can break all kinds of parts on your truck. You can do damage to the tires. You can do damage to the suspension. You can break your engine. I don't know what the container is. And you can also damage your gearbox. So I'm going to park this trailer right here. We're going to detach the trailer. There we go. And I'm going to run down to the lumber mill and get the other piece of wood now that I did myself in, so. Arg. And you can see here as the sun's going down, the graphics get absolutely gorgeous, just like Mudrunner, but better. It's an awkward load on this truck. I feel like we go a little too fast for an actual truck. This looks about speed right here. How fast are we going? About 5 miles an hour? That seems about right for this kind of road. Look at the gorgeous colors, though. Like, these autumn colors are just beautiful. Come on, truckie. Alright, so I'll catch up with you when I get down to the lumber mill. I'll be back. Alright, it's going to be that time of day where the sun's going down. I kind of want to see you to see the transition. This is just absolutely gorgeous at sunset. Look at that. This is what it looks like where I live. So maybe this is Michigan after all, because this is kind of close to where I live. And oh, look, there's a load of logs right there. Huh, we could have taken that. I can't now, though, because I've got that. The trailer of iron. So you'll find trailers all over the map. There's fuel trailers. There's all kinds of trailers all over the map hidden. Cargo management. I'm going to add another one. Yep. There we go. And that's it. Let's get this job done. I thought I'd take you through sunset, though. It's pretty gorgeous. So, I've heard tale, and I don't know this for a fact, but as of right now, I guess there's some issues with setting up the steering wheel. But maybe they've patched that already. I don't know. People were saying that they're having a hard time getting their steering wheel setups to work with this. I noticed that when I was doing it, when I had my steering wheel plugged in, when I touched the wheel, the truck would accelerate and decelerate rather than turn. So I don't know if they've got that, if they bungled that and they're fixing it. But they are going to have steering wheel support and shifter support, just like my Mudrunner. You see here how dark things get, though, and this is why I a lot of times will just skip night. It's getting really dark. However, the odd thing is once it becomes night, it actually gets a little bit lighter out again. So we'll just kind of stay on for a little bit, and you can see that transition. And even though this truck is not all-wheel drive, you can see it's fairly capable of getting through the mud. It's not too bad. And heck, I think we'll get to the garage in our first episode. Now, I know I cheat. I know where the garage is because I've been there before. I'm going to splash through here. Come on, truckie. Go, go, go. So even though this truck is fairly adept at, whoa, bounce, getting through the mud, I still probably will end up selling it because I do want just pretty much all-wheel drive trucks. I don't want to keep trucks that don't have all-wheel drive because I don't know. Seems like I won't have much use for them. I will say these maps are small enough that you don't seem to run out of fuel on them, which is a good thing. If you're using the right vehicle for the right job, you're not getting so stuck that you're going to get, you're going to be out of fuel. You do have to watch your fuel, but you don't have to worry about being out all the time. I know in Mudrunner, on some of the mod maps, they made them so long that you'd run out of fuel all the time. But these maps are just the right size. You're close enough to fuel that you can get to it. But they do have trucks that refuel, so it's not a big deal even if you do run out. And once again, you can also recover to the garage. Attach that. There we go. Braking brake off. And let's go fix this bridge. And we'll get our Chevy upgraded and do some map exploration. But you can see the mission system is the same for all the trucks. Once again, once I use the crane, and we're going to make this a series so you guys can continue to watch as I unlock at least this map, if not the rest. But I will slowly be building this empire. And we are here, and for some reason the trigger is gone. Do I need to follow the mission? Activate. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, like, wait a minute here. There we go. Old bridge reconstruction. Unload. And unload again. Ta-da! You can see here when that happened, and this is funny. Get some rewards, get some money. Now you can see here when that happened. They actually the map got lighter. Did you notice that? It is a little bit lighter out than it was, even though it's getting darker. Camera issues once again. So let's head back to our garage. Now we're going to unlock the garage, and you'll see here, this is nice. There's a sign right here that tells us the garage is to the right. It is not close, though. We have a bit of a trip to go, so... But we got plenty of gas, so we should be there fine. No problems. Let's work our way on back. Once again, in-cab view is now very viable. Graphics look great. Because you can see long distances, it works pretty well. Oh, we're already getting bogged down, huh? Now, one thing you'll notice is that there is still film grain on the screen. That is one thing that bothered some people about Mudrunner. However, you can turn that off. I like the way it looks, so I leave it on. It gives it kind of a zombie-ish apocalypse feel. Growing up in the 80s, I like film grain. It gives the movie character. Again, 1 second, folks. I got to pause for a sec. I needed to close my curtain. The sun is getting really bright outside, and I can't really see the screen too well because it's reflecting. We had to fix that little debacle. So once again, there's nothing wrong. I'm going to kind of indulge you guys in this truck for this episode because I am going to be selling it. Once again, here's where the two-wheel drive sucks. I'm in just a little bit of mud, and I'm really struggling here. It's funny because when we had the load on, and I think the load helps with this truck because it weighs it down and kind of gives you some more traction. Now, this truck could come into its own later in the game when you've unlocked some of the features for it, but I think it's always... I mean, maybe there is a lockable diff later. Once again, you can unlock parts by finding them on the maps. You can, I believe, also unlock at least trucks with experience, but maybe also parts with experience. The more experience you have, the more parts you have available, kind of like American Truck Sim. All right, let's get there. I don't believe you can sell the trailers that you find around the map, but it makes it so that you don't have to buy a trailer. The trailers are, you know, $7,000 to $10,000, so it's better if you don't have to buy trailers. Whoops. I just bumped my parking brake. Sorry. There's definitely a mission there. See that? And we go back into the off-road section. Try to keep our momentum rolling here. Somewhat realistic. I know with Outback Truckers, when you watch those guys get onto the muddy roads, they do try to keep the truck rolling as fast as possible so that they don't stop and sink into the mud. You want to keep rolling. This is a little unrealistically fast, I think, but whatever. And we're going to have trouble right here. Camera trouble and mud trouble. Come on. Come on, baby. Keep rolling. Don't get sucked in. Okay, we made it. Oh, that was nice and smooth. All right, we did that a lot easier than I thought we were going to. And here's our garage facility up here, and it is a facility. Now, one of the things you'll note with the facility is you go in the front and come out the back. So, if your truck disappears, you're like, where? This happened to me the first time I played. I'm like, where do I go into the garage? And I found the place to go out of the garage, but not the place to go in. And you'll see here, it is quite a facility. Look at those effects. It's gorgeous. It's a really foggy night. You still see the stars, though. But so, to my left is the place where you go into the garage. In the back is where you come out. Back over here. That red zone is where your trucks come out when you load them into the map. Over here is a trailer sell point. You can buy trailers here. I don't think you can sell trailers, but if we go to the trailer store, yeah, you can buy, but you can't sell. There are some mission trailers over here on the left that you can use, and a repair trailer. And over here we have a international... Oh, here's a part. Let's grab this. Get the upgrade. There we go. It's an engageable all-wheel drive for some truck. I don't know which one, but it'll be available in the garage. Doesn't tell us what truck, but it says it's not available for current truck. I think this truck is four-wheel drive all the time. And we also have a Navistar, or Fleet Star right there. Old International Fleet Star. One of my favorite all-time trucks. I wish I could find one of those for American Truck Sim. They're so ugly. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull in. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I should get rid of this trailer, but whatever. Hang on, let me get rid of that trailer. It just detaches. It's not a big deal, but I want to get it out of the way so we're not like driving over it every time we come out of here. So we're going to detach. And let's go ahead and tour the garage, and then we'll call it an episode. And we'll start the next episode after this. But I want to go into the garage here. And we're going to pull the Navistar with us, too, because we want to have that set up so that we have it for the next episode. Functions, attach winch. This truck's all broken, so if we take it in the garage, it'll get all fixed and it'll have fuel. Wait! Botched that one. I don't know why the winch disconnected. Okay. There we go. Just yank it in. We'll probably sell that truck, too. It's okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move to the garage, and here is our garage. Now, you'll see here there's a whole bunch of options, and this is where the game starts to get way complicated. We can customize our truck. We can also add other trucks that we own into these bays. They stay within the garage, but they're in the bay. Then we can deploy the truck out to the real world by just taking it out into the real world. So, and basically that's going to say leave garage. If I leave garage now, I'll end up in that red square behind the garage with this truck. I can also, though, take this truck and do what's called a retain. Now that truck is in my, if you will, my shipping container. If I go to a different map, that truck will go with me. You can see here, right now I have 3 trucks in my shipping container. This is the DLC truck that came with the pre-order. Not pre-order, with the premium edition. Great truck, by the way. It's good, but I'm not going to use it here because it's not American. It's for Russia. We also have this Navistar. Now, this truck, we're going to look at in the next episode, because I think I'm going to sell this and buy more trucks, but we'll see. It's a good truck. I just don't like the way it looks. And there's a better truck out there. Anyway, so here we have the GMC truck that we were working on. We can go into our... Oh, we want to activate it again, so I'm going to click on it, and that brings it back into the bay. And now I can customize it. We have all kinds of upgrades. We can upgrade this to a 1900 V6. It's $2,500. We can upgrade. There's no gearbox. These are locked right now. And it tells you where they are. There's a high-range gearbox available for this, but it's in Alaska. Somewhere in Michigan is a sturdy gearbox, off-road. The raised stock for this is somewhere in Michigan. Having it raised will help you not hit the ground when you're doing things. So raised is important. Tires. We have several different on-road tire variants available. All of them are terrible off-road. So they're cool. You can do them. They won't help you off-road. Now you go into all-terrain, but you can notice these are all locked. And then we have off-road tires that are good. So this truck could actually become quite a beast with the right tires. You can change to a different kinds of winched. You can change to different kind of winches. These unlock with levels. So you can see up at the top there it says reach level 8 or rank 8 to unlock. And I think you'll unlock it for all the trucks when you do. Diff Locks. We have unlocked ones right now, but somewhere on Michigan are locking diffs for this truck. Now, that might make this truck much more powerful than it is right now, because the locking diffs, even though the truck is only 4-wheel drive in the back and not wheel drive in the front, if you put mud tires on and locking diffs, this could become quite a beastly truck, but I don't care because I don't really need it. I've got other trucks to deal with. But for you, if you don't have that Navistar and you can't sell it for money, you might want to just keep working on this truck. Spare wheel. Obviously, gives you some repair points. Snorkel helps you with water. Lets you go into deeper water, obviously, and it really does. There's a heavy crane here for doing big projects. Some of the missions require heavy crane. You got a flatbed for loading stuff. This is not available yet. It's locked, but this looks like it's going to be a utility trailer, just like the other ones. Don't think that this one has fuel. This one does, though. This one has both repair points and fuel. So this is a very helpful add-on. You just keep it maybe by the road or whatever, and even got a fire hose. But the seismic vibrator. This is for finding oil, I believe, is how they use this. It's for fracking. We don't have any missions yet that do this, but they are coming. Sideboard tank bed, we already have that. That's for carrying product. We have a fuel tank truck, just like we did in mud tires. Okay, this or spin tires, but this is, or Mudrunner, you know, this is locked still for me. Got a loading crane. We can load our own product. You actually do make more money when you have a truck that has a crane, so keep that in mind. And now if you have trailers, there are trailers. You can put these on and then find trailers. So you can put like a fuel trailer or any kind of trailer. Logging trailers. That's what these are for. There's a saddle high and a saddle low. The saddle low is for regular truck trailers. The saddle high is for these. They've got some weird trailers that you guys will see later on as I play the game that you need to use saddle high for. So that's the customization screen. You can also do, there are some like rear bumper stuff. You can see here there's different bumpers available. We have a roof visor. You can also add this. Now, once again, I recommend this for any truck that you're going to keep. These are locked right now, but they will be unlocked soon. Either of these will work. Now, those do flash. They're pretty cool. But either of these will work. We got different bumpers. I don't know if the bumpers actually do any kind of protection, but they're cool looking. You can have different horns and stuff. These are both already on. You can change the exhaust type. Right now we have flat cap or outrolled. I have flat cap on. I kind of like the flat cap ones because the flaps go up and down. There's a whole slew of rims that you can put on, and the rims are free. This is kind of cool. So you can change the look of your truck without having to pay anything extra. If you want those rims, they're yours. You don't have to pay anything for those. Now, paint jobs. There's all kinds of colors that you can paint your truck. My wife, of course, likes the pink. That's what she goes for right away, every time she has a truck. We also have purple. Blue, which is my favorite color. That's what I go for. And there's lots of blues. Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's mean looking. And then we have some custom paint jobs, too. And these are all free. So I like that, too. I think for forestry, that green looks really good. The green or the red look good. Anyway, I wish you could change the color of your the beds, but you can't. Like the truck beds. But that is the garage. So let's go ahead and we're going to call that an episode. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed seeing this game once again. Oh, before we go, I wanted to show you this. One more thing. Two more things. Then we'll go. If I want to load a truck into here, I put it like that. So now I've got two trucks next to each other. I just want to show you can do that. Empty slot. So you can load as many trucks, up to 6 in one map, I think. Yeah, there's 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Now, if I don't like a truck, I can go to the truck store. I can sell that truck, but I can also buy... Here's all the American trucks. Now, if you want some of the Russian trucks, you actually have to travel to Russia. Once you've done a couple missions, you will have enough experience to go to Russia or Alaska. You can interchange between those, and I'll show you that in the next episode because we're not there yet. But look at all these trucks that are available. Not available to us, though, because we're not available yet. You can see some of these are locked. Some of these need to be locked by exploring. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff out there. You got a Pacific somewhere hidden on the map. That's a monster truck right there. And then there's trucks that you can buy. And I love... This is a great truck right here, the Pacific. That's a heavy... the Navistar's considered a heavy truck. The International Paystar is my favorite truck so far. This is a great all-around truck, and you see them all the time on construction sites still in real life. So This is a very well rounded truck. It's pretty high up off the ground, so it doesn't bottom out when you're carrying heavy loads. So I would honestly sell, like, if you get these trucks, we're gonna get these and we're gonna scrap them and buy one of these. If I have enough money. But when we sell this, I'll definitely have enough money. So we'll take a look and see what's out there. This is looking pretty good though too. I don't know. Let's take a look at this. You can go into here and preview the truck by pressing X. This shows you what it has and what's available for it. That way you don't buy it, maybe buying a truck that's not useful to you. You know what I mean? So if you see this and go, oh, this doesn't include, you know, such and such, then you just find another truck. There's 3 motors available. Oh, that's a cool truck. Maybe we'll buy one of these. I don't know. This looks like this is another one that's like, let's see what it comes with. Okay, does the crane, does utility, does fuel tank, and saddle, but we'd have to buy a trailer with that because it doesn't do like flat cart loads. But still, what a monster. And it only does saddle high trailers, so that's going to be an issue. So it's limited. So that's what I wanted to look at. We can't get the flatbed trailers and we can't get the cart. That's kind of limited. All right, so that's that. So I think that's what I wanted to show you. So ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm going to continue this series for a while, and we'll just have fun playing around on the map and unlocking stuff and really kind of following the story of the game. But that is kind of our quick preview of how the game works and what it looks like. And I think this game is phenomenal. It's worth the $60 for the premium edition or the $40 if that's all you want to spend, but it is worth the money. That's what I'm getting at. So anyway, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, voice up, and we'll see you next time on Spin Tires or Snowrunner, a Mudrunner game. Bye, guys.